ready.
Welcome to another episode of Buff in the Rough. Today we're going to talk to Jacob Jones about some of the biggest challenges facing young people getting into the sport, houndsmen that have had the greatest impact on him, what he likes best about rabbit hunting, and a whole lot more. Help me welcome Jacob Jones to the program. Well, hey Jacob, how are you doing?
I'm doing good, Sam. How about you?
Oh, I can't complain. Really appreciate you taking time out to be with us today and share a little bit about your story and tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got into hunting and just really looking forward to it. I'm so happy to have you on. So for folks that maybe don't know who Jacob Jones is, would you be willing to tell us a little about yourself and how you got into rabbit hunting? You can also tell us things you do outside of rabbit hunting if you have other interests that you're into. I think that'd be interesting too.
Yeah, I'm 16, going to be 17 in December. I'm a member of Elkhorn Beer Club over here in Stamping Ground, Kentucky, about a couple minutes outside Georgetown. I'm also in the UBGF Junior Handle Program, which is ran by Sandy White. I know I can't pronounce the last name very good. And then outside Beagles, I mainly just go all the baseball tournaments with my brother. I play some, and the way I got into it is my dad did it growing up and hit and miss, and then we ran into a couple of buddies and kind of just went from there. Never hold back, I guess.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like you're all in on the Beagles. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Jacob, tell us about maybe some of your favorite dogs that you've had. So since you've been hunting, I mean, what are some of the favorites that you've had at the house that you like to hunt, that you've maybe had some luck with or just enjoyed hunting?
Well, I got one out here called Rose. Last chance, ain't got no thorns, Rose. She's probably one of my favorites because she gives me 110%. I normally take 3 to 4 big females to a trial, and by the end of the day, she's normally the one that keeps me on bench. She's more laid back. I bet if I went out there with my feet things, you only hear her and 2 or 3 other dogs that got here bought. And then another one we got called Pickles. She's been at heel since we started, and she'll get along with anything. She's more laid back. She's most consistent. She's going to be there the same every day, no matter what conditions are.
Well, that sounds like my kind of dog. I like a nice, consistent dog. It's a lot of times we hunt those. I call them wreckers or checkers dog. They're either going to win or they're going to do something that's going to get you put in the box pretty early. So what are some of the best hounds that you've either hunted with or against over the years? You know, what are some of those that caught your eye that you were like, wow, that's a really nice hound?
Well, one would be in the Morwell Buckeye Dixon dog that Ed Wilson has, and then Travis Kane has in Tennessee right now. I watched him. I took him a couple trials when me and Dad went, and he was always there to impress me. And then another one that probably sticks out is, that's a hard one. Compete against a hard bottom is hard. One would be a female named Lily that Matt Pike owned. She ain't hard. I mean, she's not slow, but she's always going to keep you on at it. She's probably one of the hardest dogs I've seen that can just stay on it. Mm-hmm. Also has some foot. Then another one would be a male called Chop Talk. I'm going to Walk Your Wood, owned by Zach Cohen. Honestly, in this line, there ain't a lot of dogs that hunt hard, and that's probably one of the hardest hunt dogs I've seen in this sport, this line dogs.
Mm-hmm. Well, that sounds like a pretty good list.
Yeah, I said when we compete in enough trials, it's like, whoa, hold on. Mm-hmm. That's real.
You would think that would be an easy question, but a lot of times people tell me that's one of the hardest questions I ask them.
It is.
Because then you're afraid you're going to leave somebody out too. That's what everybody's afraid of. Oh, I should have said fill in the blank on the dog that they accidentally left out. So you're a young man. You're in this sport for a while. What are some of your favorite things about rabbit hunting? Why do you like it so much?
Well, one, because I just don't, it's me and the dogs. If there's something else going on, I can kind of just take a break. That's release the stress off me, and it's just, and I'm very competitive.
Mm-hmm.
I swear up and down, I'm probably the most competitive person you'll talk to, because I'm just, when it's me, I see something do my dogs wrong, it drives me nuts, and they'll fix it. And it just seems like always interests me, keeps me going, and just gets all my focus.
I swear I agree with you. I think sometimes for me, hunting with dogs is just therapy. It's a good way to get away from whatever's ailing you in this world, which we have so many
Yeah,
crazy things going on in the world. Sometimes it's just really nice to go out and run the hounds and
it
get
is.
away from everybody. That leads me to my next question, which I think I may already know the answer to. But what do you like better? Do you like pleasure hunting just with your buddies or your dad or your family, or do you like the competition hunting the best? Which do
I,
you like best, and why? Why do you like it the best?
I like competition better because, one, I'm very competitive, and I got friends I'll compete against, and they'll blow my phone back and forth. You only about eight of it. One is just going to talk to the other for a day or two. But then, on top of here in Kentucky, or where I'm around, that population ain't that great. So if we find a farm one on, it'd be better not to wait on it hard, just kind of one on it, be ready. Because there ain't that many farms out here. I bet we go out 2 to 3 times a year with that, because it's just so hard to get places that have limits.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, I ain't the greatest shooter on the market either. So.
Yeah. I'm guilty of that myself. What are some of the biggest challenges that you faced when you started hunting? You know, for a lot of young folks getting into the sport, it's hard to get equipment because this stuff's expensive. Or was it finding a good dog? Was it finding good spots to hunt? It seems like everybody kind of has their own thing that's a big challenge when they're trying to break into the sport. What were some of your biggest challenges?
Probably, and kind of still is probably getting that dog that I can go and compete at big time, like the big SPL Nationals just happened and the big events. And probably finding hunting spots too. Well, like just said, rabbits population ain't very high here, so it's kind of hard to pick and choose the right farms that hold enough rabbits to train on. So them two, the hunting equipment's probably easiest because we can go Okie Dog Supply or Draco Creek Hunting Supply,
Mm-hmm.
and normally we can get the stuff to there pretty easy and quick.
Mm-hmm. Well, what is it like hunting in Kentucky, the part of Kentucky you're in? Is it flat, hilly? Is there a lot of water? Is it dry? I mean, what is it? Is it thick? Is it open woods? I mean, what does it look like?
I wish it was flat, but no, it's all bill clubs, the three on the hill. It's straight up, straight down.
Oh, my
But
goodness.
normally, past week, and I'm supposed to get some more this week, but it's mainly just rain hills. Right now it's wet, nasty. But when it's dry, it's normally a pretty good day.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it ain't nothing flat out here. We asked people judge on the three on the hill, they're like, huh? He says it's flat. He said, we tell them no, and like, no. I've seen young men walk one up it 1 or 2 times and just about die.
I don't know. There's some people that call hills mountains, and they really don't. If they're from the flatlands, a lot of times they don't even know what a real mountain is. But when you have to start walking kind of sideways to get up the hill, you might be in the mountains.
Yeah.
So, well, if you could design the perfect dog for you, what would it look like? How would it hunt? Is there a particular bloodline that you like or not? How would you draw up the perfect dog for Jacob?
Well, I know I normally about a pretty solid black and tan. I can't stand lemon. That's just me.
Mm-hmm.
My mom loves them, but I just don't like them. And then normally I like them about the 14.5-inch dog, because if you go big, you're gonna have to deal with about that size. Because we have 4 classes. We have 13-inch males, 13-inch females, 15-inch males and 15-inch females.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm normally like about 14 and a half. And then hunt, they have hunt because the way I look at it, if we don't hunt trying to find the rabbit, you probably ain't going to hunt too good on the check.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I like a dog that's, when we're turned loose, it's just constantly hustling everywhere. I want to find this thing get going.
Mm-hmm. So did I hear you right, and you like females better?
I do.
Okay, because I was thinking that when...
I got a lot of males here for some reason, but I like females better.
Well, what do you have coming up? Are you a guy that likes to raise your own puppies and get them started, or do you like to buy started dogs, or do you like to buy them finished, ready to go into the hunts? What do you prefer?
I actually got a litter on the ground right now, and then I got 1, 2, 3, like 3 or 4 pups, 4 or 5 pups for next year. And then we may stumble up on. We'll try. Here lately, we've been trying to buy a dog to buy them pups, so then we can get nobody rejects.
Mm-hmm.
And then if we get an older dog that we think we can do something with, then we get ready and we'll start taking our hunts. But we try to buy them when they're about a year old, so we ain't have them in the Derby trials and give them the Derby one off.
Well, I like the way you think. I had somebody tell me a long time ago that if you're going to play in the major leagues, you always need a minor league. So, you kind of got your dogs that you're really focused on in the trials now, but you always need something coming on behind them. And you need something you're working on, because someday they're going to need to step up and go to the major leagues for you. Well, that's interesting. I've got another question for you. Do you have any favorite memories while you've been out hunting? And that could be pleasure hunt, gun hunting. It could be out. Maybe it was a particular win. Sometimes people really remember that first win, or that. It's just totally up to you. But do you have any favorite memories?
Well, one that really sticks out is first year we went to the UBGF Derby National One-Off. There was like 60 or 70 big females, and we made winners back. And we got picked up 6. That probably was one of them.
Nice.
And then another one was when I won my very first trial. I remember it was snow on the ground, cold. It was a boys' trial, so after I won once, I came back to high dog. I went again, and I went to the clubhouse, sat down. I didn't know, it was like one of my first trials, and I didn't know I had to go back out there. My dad called me, and I didn't think I was actually going to win. And then he said, come out here, and the judge walked up to me and said, congratulations, you won. So them two right there probably stick out my mind more than any of them.
Mm-hmm. Well, I bet so. Sometimes people, I don't know, maybe if it's not a favorite memory, some of the memories they remember are those toughest losses. Oh, I came in second in the world, or I made it to the final cast, couldn't quite win it all. And so maybe I need to change the way I ask my question, but favorite memories, I love them. Those are things that you'll just never forget.
Yeah.
Well, where do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years from now? Do you think you'll still be Beagling? Do you think you'll still be in this?
Oh, most definitely. You ask my parents, I'm the most obsessed person in this. I probably talk to 10 to 15 people daily, just constant. I wake up, it's around 7, and it's gone, wide open. It don't stop.
Wow.
But in 5, 10 years, I enjoy judging too. We got my club hosts do trials. I don't mind judging. I enjoy it because I get to see different dogs. I'm hoping in 5, 10 years I get judged a few national events and have some not good dogs out here that I done won the nationals. And my dreams become a professional handler, but still also will become a professional handler too. That's been my dream.
Well, I got a couple other questions now. Could you talk a little bit about derby hunts and what age that is? Because in the format I hunt, that we don't have that. So I'm very interested in that.
The pups have to be born, I can't remember if it's before or after July 1st, but then that's when you get all the same age dogs, about 1 year old, and they'll all go to these small derby trials. You got UBGF, which is United Beagle Gun Dog Federation, MAB, which is Mid-American Brace, and DS, well, be Deep South Beagle Gun Dog Federation. That's in Mississippi. So the UBGF normally hosts their one-off in May, and that's a pat trial, so you have 5 or 6 dogs on the ground. And then you get qualifying. If you win that, you get a big old jacket. And the MAB, which is boys, is coming up next weekend. Not this weekend, but next. And it's a boys trial. We get 2-3 dogs on the ground. And then Deep South is just a pack, which is down in Mississippi.
Mm-hmm.
And all the dogs you compete against, to them points and after all, 1 to 2 years old is max. About the one-off, though, normally all be about 2 years old.
So the rules are the same. It's just the age. You're just locking in on those young dogs. Okay. Well, that's interesting.
Pretty much everything but the age is about the same.
Mm-hmm. Well, do you have any favorite clubs that you like to go to?
Well, I got my best one I've been to so many times be Huntington Field Club. They host the AKC Gun Dog Race Nationals. It's flat. The people down there is always nice. The food's always nice. And when you show up, you better show up ready because the competition's stiff. It's never easy. And then another one be Silver Creek Field Club. They host the national one-off. It's flat. The people's always good. And just like Huntington, stiff competition. They're the ones that host the MAB Derby one-off, and then they host the MAB All-Age one-off. And then the other one would be Elkhorn, my home club. It ain't flat, but when you come up here through on a hill, it's best hospitality and competition stiff like everywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
And then another one that top off my mind is Butler County Field Club down in Morgantown, Kentucky. It's flat, but it's 20-acre enclosures, I think. And that's when they host the big one-off, so UBGF, and it's thick, and it's nice, and normally they host plenty of rabbits.
Well, I got to tell you, the way that I've been hunting is all outside. There's no enclosures, and I recently went to Tar Heel Beagle Club, which is close to Statesville, North Carolina, and that was the first time I'd ever hunted in an enclosure like that. But it was so big, it didn't really feel like we were in an enclosure. If that makes any sense. If that makes any sense. I mean, we ran plenty of rabbits just like you would out in the wild. It's just there was a fence outside. There's a fence out there. But I kind of was liking it because I felt like my hounds were safe. They weren't going to get out in the road or get in any trouble. It was more controlled. So there were some pluses there, and I think there might be some minuses in there too for some things. But I kind of liked it. So I think that's kind of neat. If you knew somebody, if you had to give somebody advice that's maybe considering getting into this, and maybe it's a youngster, maybe it's somebody that's just a pleasure hunter. They just like going gun hunting with their friends, but they've always been interested in this competition stuff. What kind of advice would you give them? What would you tell them?
Well, I'll tell them first thing, get involved with if you're getting field trialing and run UBGF and this kind of line of dogs, get involved with the UBGF Junior Handle program. I've been in it for 3 to go on 4 years, or however long I've been in it. I kind of lost count, but every year they have a banquet, and Sandy Whitenow just took it over, but she makes sure all the prizes are good. I bet I got one hoodie, sweatshirt, bag, dog food. But that'd be one thing. But the big thing is kind of don't run. If you don't like what's winning in your area, run what you like and find your places. That's like up north Huntington. They want a smoother, cleaner dog that can stay on more. And then up Indiana stuff, you got to have a little more foot. Just kind of run what you like. Don't run what it takes to win. I don't know. And then follow them. I know if we really want to win, the dogs will tell you more than anybody in this world will.
Mm-hmm. That's good advice.
Teach them. They're the teacher, and you're just a listener.
That's really good advice. Well, has there been anybody that has had a big impact on you that maybe helped you learn the field trialing process and how to be successful in it? maybe a go-to person or somebody you either look up to or has kind of been a mentor for you? I mean, I have them myself, and I'm an old guy,
Yeah.
but is there anybody,
Oh
or and there
man.
might be two or three. I mean,
Oh,
it might be a whole list full.
oh man. There's 2 or 3 over here at the club. One's Hall of Famer Gary Brown. He's on the Brown LA K Wood and a few other big name stud dogs. He's a big one. He's always taught me something. You go out there, you're gonna learn something. And then another one that really sticks out. He's been there since day one. It'd be Larry Smith. Every time there ain't school, he'll take me and go run. He keeps me in good dogs, and if I need something, I call him. He's gonna give me all the advice, not just about dogs, just about life. Period. Another one would be Wayne Wilson. You'll never meet another funnier guy on this planet, but by the time of the day, you'll done laugh 2,000 times. Him and Larry, they're both gonna make you laugh by the end of it. Larry makes sure everyone's happy, and Wayne does too. And then another one, I won't hear the end of it after he listens to this, but be Tyler Ballard. He keeps me going. I'll say that. I taught him Iowa daily, and it's always trash talk 9% of the time.
I love it. I think a big part of going to these trials is the social aspect. I mean, to me, I just like going and like I would have answered that question earlier. Would you rather go pleasure hunting with your friends or go competition hunting? I'd probably just rather go turn out my dogs with my friends and just like you said, just talk smack to each other. You know, just totally dog each other out and tell each other how terrible their dogs are and stuff. That's fun to me. But I also think I also like to go to competition hunts because you get to meet so many new people and see different styles of hounds, and there's those characters like you said that are out there that just make you laugh. But I think there's a huge social aspect to these hunts where it's just good to go hang out with your hunting buddies too. Well, let me ask you another question about these trials. Because you've been doing it for a while. You've had some success already. So if you could change any rule that's out there, either change or maybe just modify it. If you could change any rule that's out there right now, what would it be?
Well, that was probably one of the harder ones, in my opinion. But I'd probably change when you take your dog at measure, say 13/8, I would just change that to where you can say 13 to 15 inches. Because I've seen guys get measured out by 8 and just say 13 to 15 inches. And I mean, and then another one I will add in, if I was able to, would be if you measure out of the 15-inch class 3 times or 4 times, you can't win that dog no more. Because I've seen a few dogs get measured out, but eventually they measure in, they eventually finish. But I think 3 or 4 times measure out, they need to go. Can't win no one of these trials.
That's pretty interesting. I have never heard anybody recommend that, but I like it. I really do. All right, I got another curveball for you. So, for people that maybe are just getting into this stuff, if they were looking for a puppy or a started dog or a finished dog, something that they could eventually hunt in this competition style and format, do you have any favorite bloodlines or a favorite breeder or two that would be someone you would tell somebody or that you would recommend? You'd tell them to go to this person if they were looking for a dog to get in this hunting stuff.
I would probably go to Gabe Brown. If you gotta take a pocket full of money though, because nothing's cheap. But go Gabe Brown or Larry Smith. Larry will try to help you any way possible. Wayne Wilson. And then Rachel Sawyer. All these guys got some pretty good bloodline. Larry Smith owned a dog named Fast Track Liquid Smoke. He won the Nationals as a Derby, which would be 1 year old. He won the big national events. I think I actually won twice. And then so I would probably go with his bloodline. So personally, if it was I try to keep a shot of Smokey, be fast-off Smokey. I try to keep some Cadillac Jack and K Wood, and I try to keep some of Wayne's blood, be Foxy Fred. I try to keep everybody's blood. That's what I mean, because I got Hall of Famer Gabe Brown lives 3 or 4 minutes from my house. Then I got Larry Smith. He lives about an hour. West Sawyer, he lives about an hour from me, a little over. I mean, I got all the guys around me, so I don't know. But if we was to go to them, I would go Gabe Brown or Larry or Richard Sawyer or Wayne Wilson or Jesse Williams. He'd be another one to go to. Tyler Ballard, the man knows how to breed them. I'll give the man clear on that. And then I'll probably leave him bunch out.
Oh, it's hard.
Mike White and Todd Odell be another two. They both know how to breed pretty good dogs together. And them guys, they are the kind of people you got to be at the big-time events. So they know how to cross them up good, so.
Well, when you're getting ready for one of these hunts, do you do anything special like the week before in preparing your dog? Do you hunt them differently? Do you feed them differently? I mean, is there anything special that you do leading up to that big trial?
Some dogs here need some higher protein that can get the little extra I may need out of them. And some dogs will need lower protein. So I may change the food up some. Normally I keep them all on the same until about a week before, and if I need to change, I'll change it. And something else I do, I don't do the week before, but I do pretty daily is treadmill dogs. If it's real hot or cold, or I got a treadmill sitting over here in the shop or building, and I'll put them on that treadmill for 20, 30 minutes. I'll let them treadmill. And then normally in the evenings, if we ain't got baseball, we'll go one for about an hour or two. And I mean, I'll just let the dogs tell me what I need. If they need soloing, I'll solo them. If they need trioing, bracing, they need pick up a step, I'll want them something that pull them up. But if they need step back a step, I'll want them something that cut their brains out. I mean, kind of just telling the dogs, let the dogs tell me what they need.
Well, Jacob, I'm interested in this. I don't know anybody that I run with that puts their dogs on a treadmill. So how does that work? Do you just have a little leash place you can hook their leash to? And
Yeah, so I got 2 leashes on both sides, and I'll snap them up. But I'll stay on one setting. And I know I do homeschool, so I'll come in here, I'll do my schooling in this little building, and I let them sit there and just run on the treadmill for about 30 minutes. It has a little time on the side. I normally have it 3.2 miles per hour, a little, sometimes 3.5. But then I'll just have them run for 30 minutes or so. And even females, weaning off pups, I'll put them on there for about 10 minutes and let them just get in shape and lead them up. And eventually they all get to about 30 minutes, maybe a little over.
That's fascinating. I need to put one of my dogs on the treadmill. It's getting kind of chunky anyway.
It gets hard up here in Kentucky, so and COVID gets thick, so we try to just keep them in shape the best we can. Tying out, that's something else that I think helps. I got a tie out over here. I'll tie them out over here by the kennels. I'll take $5 or $6 and put them on the tie out for 30, 40 minutes, just let them get used to heat.
That's some really good thoughts there on how to keep them in shape, especially leading up to a trial. Okay. Well, Jacob, is there anything I should have asked you about that I didn't, or is there anything else you want to cover or talk about? I think this has all been very fascinating, very interesting, but is there anything that I left out?
Well, no. I mean, if anyone's around Somerset, Kentucky, I think the 3rd weekend in May, Elkhorn will be hosting a race trial at Rabbit One Bill Club, and then that's about all I think about. And if they do get in this line, they'd be nice to join the junior handler program. The youth is the future of this sport, and without it, this may not be a sport. So
that is a fact, and thank you for bringing that up. For folks that may be interested in going to the Elkhorn Club, do you guys have a website or a Facebook page, or how can they find out more information about it?
Go on Facebook and type in the Elkhorn Bill Club, and it should pop up. Okay,
very good. Very good. Well, hopefully you'll have some new faces. Maybe some folks will listen to this and want to pop out there and meet you guys and see what this competition hunting's all about. Well, Jacob, thank you so much. It's been very interesting. I really appreciate you coming on and sharing a little bit about yourself and about your hounds and kind of how you got into it and sharing some really good stories with us. I really do appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for listening to Buff in the Rough, and remember to like and subscribe if you want to be notified when we have new content available. And please send comments and suggestions to buffintherough@gmail.com.